Welcome to This Week in Weiss Schwarz, where we talk about Weiss Schwarz's news and cards of the day. It is a slow news week, but we do have some reveals to get through, and we have some big tournament news in English. So, before we get started, YouTube memberships, if you like what I do, sign up, you get channel emojis and stuff. Moving on. We're going to start off with the winning decks from the WGP. Here are the Nagoya decks. There were 23 participants. Fourth place was Kami-sama, third is Summer Pockets, second is Kaguya-sama, and first place is also Kaguya-sama. Now, I know it looks like both images are the same, but no, the decks are slightly different. You gotta keep a close eye out for them. In my opinion, I think Kaguya-sama has reached its peak. We now have the optimal build, and there's little variation in Kaguya-sama decks, and literally, this Kaguya here is the difference between a second place deck and a winning deck. Here are the winning decks for Aichi. The tournament was split between two blocks. Block A had 16 players and consisted of Symphogear at 4th place, Gochiusa at 3rd. Second place was Bunny Girl Senpai, and just guess what topped? Take a guess. Take a wild fucking guess. Yes, Kaguya-sama. Yes, that build. Either way, this is a tournament. This is really nice. Look at the variation here. Bunny Girl is back. The other Bunny Girls they're using the new support. Same with Symphogear. Like, their new support is really doing work. Block B had 15 players, and 4th place is the 8 Standby Slime build. Symphogear was at 3rd. An absolutely insane Sword Art Online 8 Standby build got 2nd, and what topped was Mushoku Tensei. This set has been out for about a week and it already has a top. And yes, if this looks familiar, it is using the Rudius Roxy build that I made a video on. Go ahead and check it out, link at the top. Now, you could say that I called it, but I totally didn't. I didn't call it at all. I didn't say this deck was going to be meta. I just said I like the way it works. But I guess it just works so well in a way that it tops. Now we're going to go off to English news. We have some bare bones information on the Bushiroad Shop League. You know what these are. You play in the shop tournament, you gain points, you get prizes depending on those points. Fairly easy. These are going to be held for 2 seasons. Season 1 is going to be from September to October, and Season 2 is from November to December. It's kind of like Fortnite. Don't ask me where you could participate. Go to the website, find a store, hit them up to double confirm. You're fine. Either way, participation gets you Young, Mob, and Ritsu. Winner gets you the same PR card, but I'm gonna assume it's a holo because these are literally the same card. End of season, if you have 2 or more points, you get tasting for the first time Rimaru, and the winner of the season is going to receive Moment Between the Two Sally, which is the 1-0 Sally Climax combo. This card uses the super rare art. So the end of season cards are hot stamped and they do look super nice, and I am really glad that the Mob Psycho card is actually good. I'm gonna need 4 of these. So if you see me in one of your shop leagues, go easy on me, please. And now we are off to the cards. We're gonna talk about some World Trigger cards. And like I mentioned before, I generally do not talk about trial deck cards, but we're going to talk about this one right here because it's pretty interesting. Kuga Yuma is on play from hand. This gains 1k5 for the turn, and when this card attacks, if you have an unknown Arch Climax in play and 4 or more other characters, you salvage a character. The Climax is a 1k1 and an Arch when triggered. That is pretty damn solid, especially for a trial deck card, but this sounds really familiar. Well, my friends, the reason this sounds familiar is because this is the double rare choice combo from Slime Volume 2. That is right, power creep is real. You're being upgraded from a double rare to a trial deck combo. Either way, the combo is really damn good. It's a free salvage on attack. It's gonna be live for a majority of your game as long as you have the Climax and you fulfill the condition. Super good. We're also going to talk about one more World Trigger card, and this is from the booster pack. Kuga Yuma is on play heal and Climax combo. When you have an unknown Arch Climax, this gains 4k power and the following ability. On reverse, burn 1. The Climax will be in 1k1 and an Arch when triggered. And at the start of your Encore step, if this card is in your front row and your opponent has no characters or they're all reversed, you can pay 2, ditch 1, burn 2. So this is a Bang Dream Fever or a Persona Joker condition. Super good. Let's get that out of the way. It is going to be on 14k power with the climax and on reverse burn 1. Yeah, your opponent can disrupt this, but if they don't, you're gonna have a reverse. If you're low on stock, you're guaranteed to have at least 2 stock because of the attacks. This card can end games. You're going to have 12 points of damage with a tri-field of these, and that is without the pay 2 ditch 1 burn 2. As an extra just in case, you could toss this Shiori in your back row, which gives all your level 3 characters 2k power, or this Hana that bounces itself back into your hand when you play a climax, you give a character 1k power. We don't have the art, use your imagination. There is also this unnamed counter event. I will update you with the name when we get it. It's a 3-4 event. You cannot play this if you do not have a Treon character, and you can play this card without fulfilling the color condition. You give a character the following effect. This card cannot deal damage to a player. The next effect is that you bounce one of your characters back into your hand. That is super nice. It's a little heavy on the stock, but if you need that little extra to stay alive, this is great. And you can save one of your characters that could have been reversed, or you could deny any on reverse effects as well. Very nice. And again, I will update you on the name and the art when we get it. And now we're going to what everybody has been waiting for. No, not the end of the video. Hololive Production. We have the full set information. Hololive is going to be released on October 1st. It is going to contain 144 cards and 144 parallel rares. This is all information that we already knew. Go watch this video if you haven't yet. The rarity breakdowns are as follows. There are going to be 12 climax commons, 5 climax rares, 44 commons, 44 uncommons, 32 rares, and 15 double rares. The high rarities consist of 65 super rares, 17 triple rares, 31 SPs, and 31 SSPs. And there are going to be 31 box topper PR cards. Are you fucking kidding me? They originally announced that there was going to be one single version of the PR card as the box topper, and now they switched it over to 31. So if you buy a case, you're not going to receive a full set of the PR cards. Now, they have to add 2 cards per box. They just have to. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. So like I mentioned, everything is going to be a holo in this set. So we're going to look at some high rarities as well as some cards. We're going to start off with that robot that wears reverse assless chaps. Hashtag Roboko art. Roboko is on play from hand, pay 1, ditch 1. Play a Tokoyami Towa from your deck onto the stage, and all of your Tokoyami Towas gain 4k power. We currently do not have that card. Roboko-san states that if this card is on the stage, this is considered a boastful Roboko-san, and this gains 2k power if you have 2 or more other characters, and she has a pay 1 solo encore. We currently do not have the character that this is treated as. Together to the future Roboko is on play from hand, you could ditch a card, top check your deck, and you can salvage a character with the same level or lower than what was revealed, and on attack, you give a character 1k5. Yeah, these aren't good because we don't have the cards that interact with them. But this one's actually pretty good, and I can see people running it. Also, on an unrelated note, we do have the climax art for the trial deck Roboko-san. Very, very nice. We are now going to go over to Tokino Sora. She is a pay 1 tap self-salvaging brainstorm. And when another Gen Z character is sent to the waiting room, you could pay 1, send this to the waiting room. Place that character back to the stage in rest. And you give it 500 power until the end of your opponent's turn. Here is a combo. Hashtag Sora or Sora is a level assist 500 forward. And on play from hand, you could ditch a card and salvage together to the future Sora. And at the start of your climax phase, you could pay 2, send this to the waiting room. Play the 3-2 Sora from your hand to the field, and it gains 1k power until the end of the turn. That card gains 2k power if you have 2 or more other characters, and when that is played from your hand or from the deck to the stage, you could pay 1, call a copy of itself from your deck to the field, and climax combo. When you play Blue Sky Symphony, this is in your front row, and you have 4 or more Hololive characters, this gains 1k power and the following ability. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, choose a character and they lose 2 soul. The climax is a 1k1 and a gold bar when triggered. Oh! So all you need is 5 stock and an extra card in your hand, as a just in case. And you'll have a full field of these Soras. Now I do play a deck like this, but it's not good. There is a link at the top if you want to check it out. This Sora combo could really use one of those cards that lets you shuffle things back into the deck when it's played. You know, Data Live has it. Well, Data Live has 2. Hololive could really use one of those right now. The way I see the playstyle, and this is completely basing it on just like a couple of cards, is that you're going to be calling from the deck, or these cards are going to gain effects from having other cards on the field. For example, Roboko and the Sora. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on this set especially on those Korone cards. And with that, thank you all for watching. Are you going to participate in the Shop League tournament? I know I am. And with that, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content. If you want to be a YouTube member, just click the join button and you will get videos early and special emojis as well. Major shout out to all my members: Stock Swap Games, Ted Turtle, Soy Saucer, Leafa, Buckland, Andy Carly, Audrey, Gilgastorm, Dark Gamer, Silverthrone, Jokester, Ultimate Gamer, Dia Muse Senpai, Somebody, and Manny916. Thank you all, and I will see you all in the next one.